day of class for a while, and it's my parting message to you guys. You can take it or leave it. And so I'm going to give you a content trigger warning, if you will. So first of all, this is a blatant sarcasm with a side of truth. So it's sarcasm, but there's some truth to what I'm going to tell you. And if we're being honest, and if you're really triggered by this, you've probably had a really rough semester. Like every Tuesday and Thursday, you've been getting triggered. So that's that. So, are you guys ready? All right. There are two things that should be on everyone's list when looking for a romantic partner. Any guesses on what those two things are?
Compatibility.
Compatibility. Did I spell compatibility right?
We get it.
You got it.
Good enough.
All right. What else?
Personality.
Personality.
Yeah.
Personality.
Okay.
Money.
No.
That's three things. I'll wait a count, Tristan.
I think we're just listening.
We're just listing now.
Values.
Values.
Looks is what the first thing.
Looks.
Land.
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 Whether they own a sword.
Whether or not they own a steel
Steel
roof.
roof, yeah.
Steel roof. No.
A roof quality.
Land's a roof quality. No.
Steel roof. That's
Hey,
important.
if they have a steel roof, they're environmentally conscious.
Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada
Any
boom.
other suggestions?
Intentions.
Intention. Okay.
That's pretty good.
I think I spelled that wrong, but
That's totally
Yeah.
spelled wrong.
It's actually supposed to be a T there.
Yeah.
Life insurance.
life. Oh, okay. Now we're
Finally, something real.
Maybe he does.
Yeah, you know.
Life insurance with a policy that is done long ago enough that if you kill them, it will not directly
Okay.
affect you.
Yeah, I meet someone. I learn about their life insurance.
Okay.
They disappear. The case goes cold.
Boy meets
I
girl.
meet someone. I ask them
Girl
about their
learns
life
about life
insurance.
insurance.
Any other
They
suggestions?
disappear.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, that's good. So this is a part of it, and this is a part of it. Let's see here. Kinda. But not exactly. So, all right. I think that's it. Life insurance is kind of on there. Why not?
It's already kind of underlined. Never mind.
Yeah. All right.
I know, it's
So,
really important.
you guys want to hear a story?
Of course.
Yes.
You're kind of stuck. You could leave, but the keeper of the door would wonder if you're going to get a gun. So, so.
I brought mine right here.
When you're at your stage in life, and except for Jen, you can pretty much date, and she's married, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can pretty much date whoever you want, it really doesn't matter.
How's the life
Chances
insurance?
of the relationship continuing is low. By the way, a small update, the 13-year-old Ava, I think she's over Kaylin because she was already talking about who she was taking to homecoming. And if you're doing the math, she's in 7th grade and it's the spring. That's not until fall of 9th grade. So I think she's moved on. She's our
2 years?
year and a half.
Year and a half.
So anyway, when you're at this age, this is me on graduation of high school. This is me. I think I was doing a fun run, Clive Running Festival. I don't know if that still goes on.
Child.
Back in the day, yeah. That's when I was
You were a kid at one point? Nuh-uh.
younger than you and your age. So there you
I
go.
feel like
Dang.
we'll be very close.
Except for Jen, of course.
Yep.
So, but when you get older, you have to start looking for a more, you have to look at qualities. This is my dad, this is my mom. So I'm their only child that they had together. But my brother, she was from my mom's first marriage, and she still regrets sharing an attorney with her first husband. But shortly after they divorced, and she met my dad. Actually, she met my dad before she was divorced, but that's another story. And he adopted my brother, and what they did is send a letter, and John was his name. I've never met him. They said, hey, do you wanna let David adopt your son, and then you don't have to pay child support anymore? And he said, sure. So that was the end of that. So my brother and I have the same last name. We're technically half brothers, and we're 11 years apart, but we look really alike, so you wouldn't think we're not full brothers. But so that's that. And then this is my brother right here. This is an old picture. This is when he was my age now, and this is his wife Susan. Interesting, my mom's name is Susan, so his mom and his wife are both named Susan Hayes, which is weird for
She's really pale.
which is weird for everyone except my brother and I, because then it's just mom and Susan. Everyone else is like Susan. And there's also my dad has a cousin named Susan Hayes. So there's like 3 Susan Hayeses in our family. So how do we name them all? So anyway, that's that.
For Susan.
What now?
I said, I bet that's weird for Susan.
It's all the Susans are weird. And now the cousin Susan is now Susan Drogenmiller, but there's a debate whether she's the middle-aged Susan, but she's also been the Susan Hayes the first. So anyway, it's debatable. Anyway, she also she also had a first husband she had 2 children with. And so when she was looking for a second partner, she picked my brother, and he earns quite well. Now, Susan is very good at spending money.
I love Susan.
Well, they've been since 2018. They've bought and sold 4 houses.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they've moved a lot.
You gotta slow down.
At a debt or profit?
Now,
Certainly had a debt.
how many of them had steel roofs?
Maybe one of them.
Oh, what a
Hey, at least one,
loss.
at least one.
Tragic loss.
Maybe. So this is Michaela and Chantel, and this is at their wedding. This was 2007, so that gets ending. So Michaela, Chantel, interesting, Michaela's getting married this spring, so she's now 24 or 5, and Chantel has just finished, I'm gonna be going to her graduation at Wartburg here this summer, in May. So anyway, I bribed Chantel with broccoli to take this photo with me. So that's that.
And that worked?
It worked. She used to love little cherry tomatoes. My parents would.
Oh, those are fire.
And I love them too. She would. That's what they would bring over whenever my mom and dad would bring over whenever they just show up with cherry tomatoes and she'd eat them all. And then this was them on their wedding date. DSMC, Dylan, Susan, Michaela, and Chantel, 2007. They've now been married 15 years. That's a long time. So now this is my cousin Britt. This is the one I don't talk to. And she's lovely, she's gorgeous, but she is now, she's 8 months older than me. She's on her 3rd husband. She has kids with 2 of them, but so, the first one was just he was actually his family was rather wealthy, but he was kind of a bum. He just kind of worked at a tool shop, like a True Value type of place. He never really grew up. The second one, Glenn, in addition to being a not very attractive person, if can we say objectively, he went crazy on her, like threatened suicide and stuff, but wasn't really threatening, just to get her attention. And so my uncle took away all his guns, and so that's that. So, but as I mentioned, you have to be more serious as you get older because they had a baby, Evelyn. Evelyn's now in middle school. Cute picture.
Very cute.
So now she's with this guy. Never met him. Didn't go to the wedding. The weddings have slowly gotten progressively less elaborate. First one was like one of those couple 10,000. Second one was at my aunt and uncle's house.
Nobody wants to spend big money on a wedding anymore.
They shouldn't. Your generation is killing that, which is good. Now the Michaela and Ryan's wedding is going to be like several tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's
I don't care.
Did you see though that Simone Biles, who I'm sure has all kinds of resources, Simone Biles just went to the courthouse and got married to her NFL player boyfriend. I don't know if you saw that.
Hey,
Well, husband now.
Simone Biles, the gymnast, who has all the money in the world. Anyway, so yeah, don't spend money on weddings. It's a waste. Tell everyone to just pay off your mortgage. So anyway, that's that. So anyhow, after that story, are there any other guesses on what those 2 things are?
Reliability.
Reliability, that's a good one.
Previous children.
Divorceability.
Divorceability, oh my.
Okay. Reliability and
My
divorce-
stepfather had great divorceability.
Well, like, if you're not really
Had
that
to be
divorceable, it's like you
Divorceability.
stay
I don't think that's a word, so I spelled it wrong, but that's okay. What was the other one? Reliability?
That looks correct to me.
reliability,
So it's some previous children.
and mom, or already a dad, whichever the case.
Mom ability?
The divorceability is,
You know, hey,
is,
some people
is
have a thing for
inversely
Dad ability?
related to the life insurance policy.
There's a whole. Are you guys too old to have watched American Pie?
That is
Or I'm sorry, too young to have watched American Pie. All right, so those are the guesses. Are you ready for them? Here it goes.
Yeah.
This is my parting message. If you can remember one thing from this class, is you should remember.
I don't know.
Good teeth.
Whether or not they're British.
No credit card debt. That's a big one. So anyway, that's what you should look for.
Wait, who had bad teeth?
Well, they all have bad. I don't know.
I have a special friend.
And this is my special friend Julie. This is. It looks like we're at Halloween, but really we're at a wedding that was on Halloween, and then we went somewhere afterwards. So
So it is Halloween.
it is Halloween, but we were, and she's not blonde. This is a wig that we were at a wedding that you were supposed to dress as like 1930s attire. So I'm wearing my 3-piece, and she's wearing a blonde wig. So
Like a flapper.
she's like a flapper. That's exactly what she is. Now this speech has changed over the years.
Yeah.
Wait, you still, how long have you had Julie?
Since last fall.
Did you guys swing dance?
We did not swim dance. There was, well, maybe a little bit. Anyway, this is Pamela. That's her dog, who's probably dead now because that dog's dead too. But I don't know.
Is that previous special friend?
Previous special friend. This is Jen, if you remember Jen.
Oh, yeah, she's the one that.
Yeah, she's now married, I believe. Well, I know she's married in Texas to a cop.
Is that you on the right?
Yeah.
Dripping, man. Looking good. Cooling. Booming in the
This is us skiing in Winter Park, and then this is another rendition.
Another special friend?
Yeah. So.
Jeez.
What happened to her?
She dated this guy, and then she started fooling around with guy's best friend, and bro code, they stopped being friends, and then so she stopped dating the one guy and started dating the other guy, and then she started talking to me, and then I was like, well, and she looks exceptionally gorgeous, but she's we can't do that.
She fell off.
She so as far as
She's still up plus ratio.
Plus ratio.
I think she moved to Texas and then she moved back to Oklahoma, but I don't know what she's doing now. I have no idea.
Probably a
I kind of know what Jen's doing. I kind of know what Pam's doing. I don't know what Lauren is doing. Anyway, that's my speech. Good teeth, no credit card. And if we're being so, the reason we pick these things is, we'll go back to the current one. The reason good teeth is because you care about your appearance and that sort of thing. And the go to credit card debt means you spend within your means. Doesn't mean you have to earn a boatload of money. People in education never do, well, rarely do. But you just don't, you use the money you have. So, that's my speech.
Oh, that's it?